Y'all seem to like our lobster video so much, let's go back down to the deep water and do some scallops. So when it comes to cooking scallops, it all comes down to the sear. You want to have a good solid sear and make a nice crust. So we were kind of curious, what's better, stainless steel or cast iron? Which one do you think? So we're going to try them both. Let's see which one's better on the Big Green Egg. So while we're setting this up, if you like what you see in here, do us a favor, hit subscribe, ring that bell, get notifications when we're sending out new videos. Also, hit the like and leave us a comment, please. We would love it. Now, the first thing you want to do when you're making scallops, if you want the perfect scallop, they have to be dry. So that's what we're going to start doing. We're going to dry these scallops so we can create the perfect sear on them. Okay. So what we do is take our paper towel and just lay out your scallops on the paper towel. All right, now we got them laid out, so what we want is we want both sides super dry. So we're gonna cover them up with another layer of paper towel. Just press down on them, because what's gonna happen is it's gonna dry out those ends, and it's gonna make them super great to get that nice crust. Now there's a big difference between the different scallops. There's dry scallops and wet scallops. If you have wet scallops, you're gonna take a little bit different process. We'll cover that in a different video. These are dry scallops, so we're gonna use this exact procedure that we're doing right now to dry them out, get that crust, and have delicious, delicious scallop. Well, as you can probably tell, we have something cooking in the Big Green Egg right here, so that's for a totally different video. We'll get back to that later. Today, we're gonna use the Mini Max grill behind me. We wanna get a nice hot fire, the pan's gonna get nice and hot, so when we put the scallop in, you're gonna hear that perfect sizzle sear going on. We're gonna sear them about 1.5 minutes each side. So I think we need to fill it up with charcoal and get that lit. I like that idea. Let's go. Now, as I said, the key to the perfect scallop is dry, but there's one more secret too, salt. We're just gonna put a little bit of salt. That's it. Look at all of that. Look at all that moisture is drawn out of these in it's only about 10 minutes. So all we're gonna do is put a little bit of the kosher salt on top, and that's it. Sometimes you can use pepper. I'm not even gonna use pepper this time. We're gonna use just salt. One thing I wanna tell you about scallops, I grew up on Long Island, New York, and we used to go out and catch scallops, and I always thought they were like the size of my thumb here would be a big giant one. Those are called bay scallops. Now these are deep water scallops from the ocean. You can see they're much bigger around than my thumb. Literally bay scallops are this size, ocean scallops are this size. Huge, big pieces of meat, fantastic. So the first one we're gonna use is our cast iron pan. The grill's already getting nice and hot, so we're gonna take this pan, put it right on here and let it get nice and hot. While that's heating up, let me tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna use a little bit of oil. I'm using corn oil. You can use whatever you want, something with a little bit of a high smoke point, avocado, grapeseed oil, all good. And we're gonna add a little butter. Reason being, the oil's gonna start it off and the butter's gonna help go to that brown crust and add a little more flavor to it. So it's gonna be really interesting to see which one's better, cast iron or stainless. Let's go. Our pan is super hot, ready for this searing. Let's go ahead and get started, put them in. Now, the best part I found, go clockwise. Start here. Hear that nice sizzle? That's what you want, all right? And go around the clock. So you always remember what order you put them in there and when they're gonna be done. You wanna cook them for about 1.5 minutes per side. Should be a really nice crust by then. And you can see along the bottom, it's already formed that nice brown crust along the bottom edge. Let's check this one and see what it's looking like. Oh yeah, it's getting there. Another couple of seconds here. And that's been right at about 1.5 minutes. Oh yeah, perfect. Just flip them over. Look at that gorgeous crust. Oh, these are gonna be so good. Okay, time to pull them off. 1 and 2. Those look awesome. Let's switch pans to get the other one heated up. And take this off. Careful, it's very hot. Stainless steel. And now for the last 4. All right. My favorite part, the tasting time. So the front row is the stainless steel. The back row is the cast iron. Let's start with the cast iron and see what we got. Look at that. Is that just beautiful or what? Perfect crust, nice and opaque in the middle, perfect crust on the backside. Here we go. Wow. Oh man, so good. That was perfect. I mean, it was perfect. I got to give a shout out, man. We got these scallops from Lobster Anywhere up in Amesbury, Massachusetts. They're phenomenal. I mean, they are so good. No seafoody taste. They're just delectable. I mean, delectable. Did I say delectable? Anyway, I think now we should go ahead and try the stainless steel. What do you think? Again, perfect crust around the outside, on the inside there. Bottom's cooked beautifully. Holy cow. Wow. Wow. My earlier thought might be wrong. That is fantastic. Man, God, that was good. I'm a little bit blown away right now, folks, because it's completely opposite of what I thought. I thought the cast iron was just going to be so much better than the stainless steel. Now, granted, the cast iron was really good, tender, everything. But that stainless steel bite right there had a whole nother level to it. It was outstanding. It kind of raised the hair on my arms. It was that good. I'm really surprised that there was such a difference. They were both delicious, okay? These scallops, it helps when you start with a great product, okay? So thank you to Lobster Anywhere for these. Listen, do us a favor, leave us a comment. Tell us what you thought was gonna be the better one, and if you even think that's possible. I'm amazed that the stainless steel was so good, but it was. So leave us a comment. Again, remember to subscribe to the channel, hit like, leave us a comment. Most importantly, get out and grill. Thanks so much for tuning in to another week of the FOGO Life. We'll see you next time.